everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for another speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and create this coastal cottage. So if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself, it is up in the gallery now. My origin ID is real Thomas TV1, and again I'm lying by saying that because for me at the minute it isn't even up on the gallery, and not even, you know, just that, but I actually haven't even built the home yet. So I think this is going up on, hang on, let me just check a second. I think this is going up on the 1st of June, and I'm recording this on the 27th of May, so you're probably wondering why on earth I'm doing that. Well, I do have, there's a couple of reasons. First one being that I do have exams coming up, so I'm just trying to get ahead of myself whenever I have a bit of free time on videos, so I don't have to miss miss videos when, oh my god, when the exams come up. So, oh my god. And people are out the house at the minute, so I kind of got a chance to get this voiceover done. So, I don't really know what I'm going to do for this home yet. I do imagine I'm going to do it in Bridleton Bay. I've had this idea on my kind of just build ideas list for such a long time, and I was kind of just looking through it the other day, just trying to see what I fancy doing, and that kind of just stood out to me for some reason, so that's what we're doing. I think one of the reasons is that I do these, if you don't know, I do a 64 by 64 lot mansion build every Sunday on my channel, and you know, those are pretty big, and you know, because of that I don't really do a whole lot of cottage builds. So during my other upload days during the week, which is Monday, Friday and Saturday, I do like to sometimes do cottage builds, or just, you know, smaller builds in general, just so I can kind of maybe focus on like a smaller build more, so I can put more clutter in and stuff like that, because I don't tend to put a lot of clutter in my mansion builds. But yeah, so by the time you see this, it should be up in the gallery anyway, so if you want to go ahead and download it, like I said, it is up there. And I do always post my builds early as well, because what I like to do is that, well, most of the time, is that when I'm like doing the build, I might forget if I go back and upload it when the video goes up, because I do pre-record a little bit, so maybe I do the build a few days earlier, so I'll finish the build and kind of just upload it then and there on the gallery, so I don't have to worry about it later down the line when the video goes up, because I'll probably forget, like I said, to go in game and upload it. So if you want to kind of have, you know, a little sneak peek to upcoming content and stuff like that, then that's maybe a good place to go ahead and check. Like I said, my origin ID is real Thomas TV1, and you can go ahead and check out builds. So see, another like exciting thing I want to mention is that Seasons is coming up pretty soon. I did mention this in my other video. Oh god, I don't know what it is. But the last couple of voiceovers I've done, I've just been messing up all my words all the time. I mentioned it on Twitter the other day, and everybody's been commenting back how it like happens to them as well. But yeah, so excuse me if this voiceover is a mess, but I don't know what's happening. But you know what, I think the problem is that I'm talking too fast. It's funny because I used to talk really fast like all the time in my speed builds, and I used to get all my comments full about how fast I talked. So then I kind of managed to slow myself down, but now I'm kind of like speeding back up again, and I don't know what it is, but that's just happening for some reason. And yeah, so I've got my exams coming up starting on the 4th of June till the 18th, so I'm just going to try and pre-record a little bit as much as I can, because I've got to, you know, study and stuff like that as well. So I have a feeling that during that period of the 4th to the 18th, I might end up missing a video or two, which I'm hoping it's not going to happen, but, you know, just, you know, on the lookout for that, I suppose. And yeah, so I'm going to try and, well, I've got this week off, like everybody, like, I mean, I'm on study leave now anyway, so it's kind of like no difference really, but, you know, I'm off school now, so I'm going to try and get some mansion builds done, and, you know, maybe like 2 weeks in advance, so 2 mansion builds, which I don't know how good that's going to kind of go down, but we'll see. And if you have any more kind of mansion build suggestions, that'd be really, really helpful, because what's ended up happening now is that I'm kind of running out of themes I could do for mansion builds. So what I'm doing is that I'm kind of like just using older themes, I suppose, or maybe no specific theme to a mansion build, and kind of just putting like house names over them, which I know a lot of people do for their speed builds, which is absolutely fine. I think that's, you know, a really good idea when you want to kind of do a home which you've maybe done the theme of before. So instead of naming it the same title, using it like a random house name or something, which I have done a lot, like, you know, Brookvale Avenue, which is a recent speed build I did, 154 Victoria Lane, stuff like that, which I've done. That's just like what I mean. So that's what I normally do for the mansion build titles if I've done the theme before. So if you have any more kind of new themes or anything I could do, then feel free to leave that down below. I know somebody sent me an email like maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago from when this goes up, of some kind of floor plans for mansion builds and stuff, which was the Modern Craftsman mansion that I did, and also the Maxton mansion build, which I think was the last one. I didn't fully copy the floor plan though for the Maxton Mansion one. It was just like a little bit of inspiration. But anyway, if you want to go ahead and send me ideas, feel free to do that. You can, well, the best place to do it is on my email address, which is contact.thomastv@gmail.com. And that is in the description as well, so you can easily find it. And the reason that's the best place to do it is because I get a lot more tweets and comments and stuff than I do emails, so it's best to do it there so I don't have the chance of losing it. You know, if you do end up, you know, tweeting me it or putting in the comments, that's fine. I will normally get around to it and, you know, write it down somewhere, but there is that chance that I may kind of miss it if I get a lot of notifications or something. And yeah, so I don't really know what else I can talk about. I don't want to kind of end the voiceover here though, because I think it's a little bit early. I normally like to go for like the 10-minute mark for these type of voiceovers where I'm literally looking at nothing. I'm just looking at my desktop screen whilst I'm doing this. So, you know, I do try to go for around 2 hours, that's a bit long, for around 10 minutes. So, you know, it's kind of like a good time. Maybe it's a little bit short sometimes, but what sometimes I'll do as well is that I do this voiceover, and then say if the voiceover is going to be a little bit, you know, short, I will go ahead and then do an additional little bit as well, add it on to the end to kind of make it last a full video. I know some people just do a little bit of a voiceover in the first minute or two in the voiceover of the video, I suppose. But for me, I don't know why, but I always like to have the voiceover last the full video, and I don't like to end it early either. I don't know what it is. It's just something I do. So, you know, that's what's happening. And yeah, so I'm trying to think what else I was going to mention though. What always happens is that I get to this point in the build where I have like nothing else to talk about, and it's even harder for these type of builds because I can't talk about the build either. So what I always just end up talking about is the fact that I have nothing to talk about. It's so stupid, but that kind of just ends up lasting, you know, that length of time. But I suppose I could talk about seasons a little bit more. So I'm kind of like still a little bit unsure about how everything's going to work with seasons, because, you know, it's very early days. They haven't really told us that much other than the trailer, but they do have some live streams coming up, which I can't remember where they said it was. I think they said mid to late June, so I'm kind of excited for that because I get, you know, learn a little bit more. But I do have about 25 build ideas so far, which is kind of a lot, just using information from the trailers. And, you know, I'm sure that we'll have some more kind of stuff that we haven't seen in the trailers yet, which will spark some new ideas. So I'm going to have so many ideas. And yeah, so it's going to be great because it comes out on the 22nd and my last exam is on the 18th, so then that's great because I have some time to prepare. Through the Game Changers Network, I'm pretty sure we'll get early access to it. I'm not like, you know, I don't really like to say that, you know, just because it sounds like I'm bragging a little bit, but, you know, normally with the Game Changers program, we do get early access to the packs. I do have a feeling about that, which is kind of like going to be a little bit difficult because we'll probably get the early access on like the, let's see, probably the 19th or something like that. So I'm hoping it's not like, you know, when I'm like just before my final exam, because I want to record, but I have my final exam coming up. So I don't know. And even if I don't get early access, it doesn't matter at all because I'm so excited for the pack anyway. So I will be doing loads and loads of content for it regardless. So yeah. Let me know if you have any more kind of, you know, ideas, whether it's a build or just a random video that you want me to do with a Seasons expansion pack. Let me know because I'll get around to that. And yeah, so another thing I want to mention is that I'm actually starting like a new current household in my own gameplay. I've been playing this particular household for a little while. The sim is up on the gallery. Her name, can't speak. Her name is Isabella, and I put her up on the gallery a little while ago. It does have custom content though, so like, I mean, well, it doesn't. It just has that glitch. So you'll have to go into the advanced tab and click include custom content if you want to take a look at it. So I've been playing with this current household. I've basically kind of started her off with no money and kind of worked ourselves up. She does have a job as well, which I mean, well, I'm not really doing the rags to riches, so it's not like I'm cheating. I'm just kind of playing how I want, but I just started it with 0 money, and she's got pretty far already. She's nearly at the, well, I think she's 1 level away from the top of the business career and stuff, so she's progressed really well. So I think I'm going to do a current household update because, you know, my channel at the minute is just all builds, which is fine because I love doing that. You all love seeing this be builds all the time as well, so there's, like, that's not a bad thing. I just mean that I don't really do a lot of gameplay, and you don't really get to see how I do gameplay. It's always builds, so I think that might be nice to maybe do a one-off, just kind of like, you know, maybe a 10 to 15 minute episode of a current household update to kind of see how I play the game and kind of learn a little bit more about the about Isabella and stuff. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and end this voiceover here. I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of it. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and go ahead and download this build from the info gallery. My origin ID is real, ThomasTV1, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!